Royce Keys wins the Andre the Giant Battle Royal.
JRW live. Hit the aisle, stack the card, chase that rare one, play it smart. Bobby Joe right by his side. JRW live ride. JRW live, let's go. Toy hunting shows on the road. Figure reviews, bold predictions too. WW week breaking it through.
What's up, JW here today with the weekly set review of Smackdown. And it's the go-home show for Wrestlemania Smackdown. They kicked out the show with the Apex Predator, the Viper, Randy Orton coming out by himself, telling Pat McAfee he's got this by himself. And he comes down to the ring and says he doesn't need Pat McAfee. And of course, the crowd was hyped for that. But then he says, I don't need Pat McAfee. I chose to have Pat McAfee. Of course, they boo and everything. And then he starts talking about Cody Rhodes and saying how Cody Rhodes is a selfish friend. All he cares about is taking about for himself. He goes at WrestleMania 40 when he was dealing with the Bloodline, Roman Reigns, and The Rock. Who did he call? Seth Rollins, not me. He goes, I've been here since day one for Cody. He didn't care about me. And then he goes, Pat McAfee, he's been with me only for a couple months, and he's done more for me than Cody's done in a lifetime of a friendship. And the crowd was actually booing Cody Rhodes, but last year in Vegas, they also booed Cody Rhodes because of Cena. There's just something wrong with the Vegas crowd. They always boo him, but then everywhere else around the world, Cody gets cheered like a mega babyface. So I don't know. Doesn't make sense. But at the end of the day, I think Randy Orton's going to win that title at WrestleMania. They made a crazy 5v5 street fight with the MFTs and the Wyatt Six. And they just brawled absolutely everywhere, beating each other up with trash cans, steel chairs, everything you can think of. But at the end of the day, Tama Tonga had Uncle Howdy in his sights to win this match for to hit the hidden blade, the Will Ospreay move that he kind of has taken now. And he's got him lined up in his sights, and out of nowhere, here comes Solo Sikoa, grabs Uncle Howdy, hits him with the Samoan spike, and rolls him up 1, 2, 3, stealing the win from Tama Tonga. Even though they're teammates, the MFTs win. The tension between Solo Sikoa and Tama Tonga grow. Where is this going to go? Are we going to get Solo Sikoa versus Tama Tonga down the line? Is Tama Tonga going to lead the MFTs? Honestly, in my opinion, I don't think Tama Tonga would thrive so much like on his own. I just feel like the whole group of MFTs are the biggest group of misfits when it comes to the Samoan family. Solo Sikoa is not terrible, but I still don't see him as like a top star. Obviously, Tonga Low is terrible. JC Mateo's mid, and Tala Tonga's mid. So I'm very curious, though, where it goes. Honestly, though, Tama Tonga and Solo Sikoa are definitely the best stars out of the group. Also, this huge storyline that they had built up for the White Six and the NFTs for the freaking Lantern, and I'm assuming this was supposed to be their WrestleMania match for the final of the feud. All that for them to get the Lantern back, and then for them to lose the MFTs. Then R-Truth and Damian Priest successfully defended their tag titles against Xavier Woods and a very sick Kofi Kingston. Against Kofi Kingston and a very sick Xavier Woods. I got that mixed up because R-Truth backstage said before their match to Damian Priest, he goes, have you seen Xavier Woods? Look how he's so sick, he's white as a ghost. And Damian Priest actually broke character. He's laughing. I was laughing out loud to him, like, no way. And he goes, no, that's Grayson Waller. He goes, what are you talking about? Grayson Waller has nothing to do with this. Freaking R-Truth's amazing. Just his one-liners are so funny. But R-Truth, Damian Priest retained the tag titles. I'm not sure where this is going to go, them being tag champions. But honestly, it's entertaining because R-Truth's just amazing. Then Jacob Fatu showed up in a police car. A police car shows up, sirens and everything, and the two officers come out, open the door, and Jacob Fatu comes out. He goes, last week, Drew McIntyre, you tried acting like you were going to make me back to what I used to be, saying how I'm still a criminal and everything. He goes, that's my past. I'm moved on from that. But he goes, at WrestleMania, when it's unsanctioned, he goes, there's no rules. Nobody can stop you. The police, nothing. He goes, at WrestleMania, I'm going to destroy you, Drew McIntyre, and end this for once and for all. And he said some other stuff about Drew McIntyre and everything, but I gotta say, him standing on top of the police car was pretty badass. It was really cool, but I'm really starting to think Jacob Fatu wins this match. The weird thing is we didn't hear from Drew McIntyre at all on this show, like not at all, which I found really odd. But I still think this is going to be a great match. This is going to be the second match of night 1. Then we had a package video for the women's tag titles with the Bella Twins, Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss, by Bayley and Lana Valkyria, and then Nia Jax and Lash Legend, obviously the tag team champions. And it's just everybody talking about how they're going to win the tag titles, blah, blah, blah. They're ready to win this match. pretty boring package video. And then Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair went one-on-one with Bayley and Lila Valkyria, which ended in a disqualification because Nia Jax and Lash Legend got involved. And they ended up, it was not Bayley. I just used Bayley because I don't have a Lila Valkyria figure. But Nia Jax jumped off the top rope and absolutely hit a crazy leg drop on Lila Valkyria, murdering her. And Nia Jax and Lash Legend once again stand tall, really making me think they're going to drop the titles at WrestleMania. There's been rumors supposedly Nikki Bella is not medically cleared for WrestleMania because she did mess up her foot like 3 weeks ago and she's been walking around in a boot. And supposedly she is not medically cleared. So who will be Brie Bella's tag team partner? I don't know. Will Nikki be cleared? Or there's a rumor that Paige has re-signed with WWE. Will Brie Bella's tag team partner be Paige? I swear Rhea Ripley and Jade Cargill are like at the masters of cutting terrible promos against each other. It's the same promo every week. Yeah, I'm that bitch. I'm this. I'm that. I'm so cool. I'm so muscular. Like, it is the most like elementary school style like promo or middle school like roast promos ever. They're like so cringe and boring. Like, I literally fall asleep watching these two cut a promo. It's so boring. It's all Jade Cargill says is I'm that bitch. And Rhea Ripley talks about how she's going to destroy Jade Cargill at WrestleMania. I'm like, God, these guys are so freaking boring. But yeah, so that was Jade Cargill's and Rhea Ripley's thing setting up their match for WrestleMania, was them cutting the same promo that they've cut for the whole entire feud. Then Tiffany Stratton went one-on-one with Jordan Grace. Whoever wins becomes the #1 contender for the Women's United States Championship. Julia, the Women's United States Champion, was on ringside at the commentary table watching this match. Tiffany Stratton defeated Jordan Grace, so Tiffany Stratton is now the #1 contender for the Women's United States Championship. I'm assuming Tiffany wins that title. It just makes the most sense. I don't see her losing to Julia unless she loses not cleanly, because there's no way Julia, in my opinion, defeats Tiffany Stratton cleanly. And then we had a very strange thing. Trick Williams comes out, awesome entrance, and then introduce the Gingerbread Man, a full life-size Gingerbread Man, somebody in the Gingerbread Man cartoon like outfit, comes out in the ring and he says, "This is Sami Zayn." Actually, it was Sami Zayn's music hit and he danced like Sami Zayn. Obviously, the ginger thing because Sami Zayn's a redhead. I totally understood that joke because I'm a redhead. I get called that all the time. So, well, not Gingerbread Man, but Ginger. But Trick Williams goes on talking about how Sami Zayn's all goofy and stupid, just like a gingerbread man, and he's a ginger, stupid stuff like that. Then Sami Zayn comes down to the ring, cuts a promo talking about how, and the crowd starts booing him. He goes, "I still don't understand why you guys are booing me and everything." And then the crowd's chanting, "Go, shut the F up." And honestly, I gotta say, I love it. Also, if you hear in the background thundering, it's storming like crazy right now where I live. So you're definitely going to be hearing the thunder probably because my house isn't completely soundproof. But Sami Zayn, I love seeing him get booed and stuff like that because I've used to love Sami Zayn, but he's so boring now, and he should not be United States Champion walking into this match. It should be Carmelo Hayes versus Trick Williams. I will die on that hill. They should have let those two go kill it at WrestleMania and had then Trick Williams win the United States Championship, because then Trick Williams, originally Sami Zayn got the upper hand on Trick Williams and hit the haluva kick on the Gingerbread Man, and the Gingerbread head completely spun around, which I found pretty funny. And then Trick Williams hit the giant knee to the face, kind of like a V-trigger to Sami Zayn, and then stood tall holding the United States Championship. This better not mean Trick Williams is going to lose to Sami Zayn, because if that happens, I might crash out. From Say His Name, I believe in Joe Hendry. Joe Hendry was in the Battle Royal match. He did not win it. Royce Keys was in it. Matt Cardona was in it. Aleister Black was in it. Shinsuke Nakamura was in it. Talatanga, Apollo Crews, Otis. Like, there were some decent like names in this year's Battle Royal, because sometimes it's a bunch of jobbers. There was a decent amount of jobbers, and then you had like also some AAA guys and just like meh. But Royce Keys definitely had the big outshowing. He dominated everybody. It came down to Talatanga, Otis, and Royce Keys. Royce Keys dominating Otis, and then they eliminated Otis, and it was down to Talatanga and Royce Keys spine busted the shit out of Talatanga, and Talatanga is a very tall, massive man. He made Talatanga look like a little kid, and he threw him out of there, and Royce Keys won his first ever big match in WWE, winning the Honor the Giant Memorial Battle Royal match, putting his name onto that plaque and posing just like Andre, the pyro going off and everything. Love to see the great stuff for Royce Keys. I always love Powerhouse Hobbs in AEW, and I always used to complain that I felt like Hobbs did not get pushed like he deserved to be in AEW. I thought he should have been pushed way more than he did, and now hopefully Royce Keys gets pushed to the moon in WWE, because I've always really enjoyed watching him. And a quick reminder from WWE that they showed John Cena will be the host of both nights of WrestleMania. I cannot wait to see the GOAT back. Currently, I'm watching the Hall of Fame while filming this, and John Cena is on TV right now. So I'm going to go listen to him get interviewed. Just got done watching the interview. I'm refilming now, obviously, because I'm continuing filming. And John Cena's interview in the Hall of Fame was pretty cool. It's just like the red carpet interview, but it was cool to see him back on a WWE screen. We haven't seen him on a true WWE screen since December. Then the main event was Cody Rhodes coming out, obviously WWE champion, coming down to the ring, saying, Las Vegas, what do you want to talk about? They actually cheered up for him, so I don't know. I feel like he's going to get a mixed reaction to WrestleMania tomorrow night, or technically when you guys are watching this, tonight. And Cody Rhodes talks about how he's, some people have been having the speculations and like the conspiracy theorists saying how Cody Rhodes has been people have been trying to screw Cody Rhodes ever since like the final boss, Travis Scott, and now the man he will not say his name because he thinks he should go home, Pat McAfee. He's like, no, I don't care about that. He goes, it doesn't matter. I'm gonna main event WrestleMania against Randy Orton. And Randy Orton saying how Cody Rhodes just takes and takes. He goes, well, it's kind of ironic coming from Randy Orton. It's the man that's never been able to take responsibility for his actions ever. And Cody Rhodes is going on about talking about Randy Orton. When CM Punk's music hits, CM Punk comes down to the ring in his suit because for the Hall of Fame. And he said that. He goes, this is the first time I've worn a suit on WWE on live television since Teddy Long's wedding. But honestly, in my opinion, I love Cody Rhodes, love CM Punk. This promo made no sense. CM Punk comes down to the ring talking about how he's proud of Cody and Cody's going to take on Randy Orton and stuff like that, how he's going to defend his WWE Championship. Be ready to take on Orton, blah, blah, blah. Pretty much just, and then he's also glazing Cody about stuff he's accomplished, and then goes to leave, and then Cody's like, wait. He goes, well, who you're going against on Sunday night, you're going to get the main event WrestleMania. You're becoming a new Mr. WrestleMania. You're like Shawn Michaels. Like, he's just glazing CM Punk. He goes, Roman Reigns, I've taken him on the OTC. I know what it's like to take on Roman Reigns and beat him in the main event of WrestleMania. And then Cody talks about how his dad, Dusty Rhodes, trained CM Punk, and he'd be so proud of him. Cody kind of got choked up. I know people judge Cody for getting choked up about his dad. I just think that's absolutely rude and stupid to judge somebody for getting upset about their dead father. But then they end it with CM Punk saying how both of them are champions of the people, and they're, as much as they're champions, the people are champions. And then they go and celebrate in the crowd, going out in the crowd. They jump the barricade and hang out with the crowd, and it ends the show. But at the end of the day, this promo really, like, if they were trying to get us hyped for WrestleMania, I love Cody, love CM Punk. Cody's literally my favorite wrestler of all time. Punk, definitely, probably my top 10, something like that. I just don't understand, how was this supposed to get us hyped? But after the main wrestling, like, went off air, then they showed a hype video with the guy that played Hamilton for WrestleMania, and bro, this trailer, it literally felt like a Avengers trailer. It was so hype and awesome. That got me hyped for WrestleMania. So I guess they did get us hyped at WrestleMania at the end of the day. That at the end of the show, I don't know if it was for people that watch internationally. I don't know if it was on Netflix, but it was on live television, and it was badass. And I never thought the guy for the played Hamilton would have a badass trailer, but he did a really good job in how they hyped everything up for WrestleMania was so cool. Also, the start of the show, they had like a 5-minute video of hyping up WrestleMania, which was another really cool, inspiring, like badass video. I'm like, man, I know right now the product isn't great, but man, ESPN and WWE are cooking with their freaking hype videos. They're just so good. But overall, for a WrestleMania like pre-show, like the go-home show before WrestleMania, I gotta say I was kind of disappointed in the SmackDown. There was some good points, and then there was definitely some low points. Best part of the show was Royce Keys winning the Andre the Giant Battle Royal. That was very entertaining. But the rest of it was all right. So I'm going to give it a solid 3 out of 5. It was average. But thank you guys for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe. Hit the notification bell because we post every single day on this YouTube channel. Awesome wrestling figure content. And so right now this video is going up Saturday. Sunday will be the setup review of Night 1 of WrestleMania. And Monday will be the setup review of Night 2 of WrestleMania. So stay tuned for that. Hopefully WrestleMania doesn't disappoint. Hopefully it's a great show. Hopefully I don't regret saying this, that I'm very excited for WrestleMania, even though there are some disappointing parts, like Pat McAfee's very disappointing. They ruined the Orton-Cody match. Hopefully they have a great match, and hopefully WrestleMania is awesome. Hope you guys have a great time watching WrestleMania. Drop down in the comments below what match you're most excited for, and I'll see you guys in the next one.